Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. For those of you who don't know, I started Grumpy Old Fart to express my political and social opinions and to say things that I felt needed to be said. Unfortunately, YouTube started giving me strikes. As a hedge against this happening, I've created backup YouTube channels, Grumpy Old Gamer and Grumpy Old Ufologist. I also created a channel called Grumpy Old Fart over on Rumble, a free speech alternative to YouTube. You can find all of my stuff there, including my political opinion and current events. The link to my Rumble channel, as well as links to let you order my books, are in the description of this video. If you enjoy my content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I welcome your comments, even if you disagree with me. Now, on with the video. Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing an unexplained phenomena video on ancient surgeons. Okay, man has been on Earth for a long time. Man is inherently a violent species. Given the fact that every other creature on the planet that is equal to or bigger than in size than we are has built-in weapons like claws and fangs, we have to be more of that. Because we don't have any of those. We don't have built-in claws and fangs. We kind of needed to be violent in order to survive. Man needed to figure out a way to survive because we are essentially mobile Happy Meals. Man became violent and vicious, period. That's what we did. Stands to reason that when an ancient man fought, sometimes he got injured. Men fought animals, either in defense or for food. Men fought other men over territory and God knows what else. Injuries would be fairly common. How those injuries were treated is astonishing. Broken bones and lost limbs were generally crippling. Internal injuries were usually fatal. Head injuries were also usually fatal. Eventually, man started practicing medicine. We all know that ancient Egyptians, Romans, and of course the Greeks were practicing medicine, and their discoveries were the basis for modern medicine. These primitive doctors were practicing neurosurgery and spinal surgery 1,000 years before Christ walked the earth. What is amazing is that skeletal remains show that Neolithic man was practicing medicine 6,500 years before Christ. These people were primitive hunter-gatherers who were just domesticating animals. They were also performing complex surgeries, including brain surgery, with significant success. Skeletal remains show signs of healing, which means the patient survived. Estimates are as high as 70% of them survived. That is astounding for people of the late Stone Age, early Bronze Age. How did these primitive men get the skill and knowledge to perform these precise and complex surgeries? There were obviously no medical schools, so were these surgeons just gifted natural adepts? I'm sorry, but brain surgery is a bit advanced for what amounts to not much more than cavemen. I don't profess to know everything. I can't tell you. You can fill volumes with what I don't know. But I know this. When primitive man like that was practicing brain surgery and the people were surviving, that is something we need to find out about. And right now, I don't see anybody investigating that. How did they know this stuff? How did they know to do this stuff? It's one thing to say, Fred got conked in the head when he was trying to kill that mammoth. He's got this big bulge. We need to do something about that. I understand that. But this wasn't draining. This is where they're cutting holes in the skull in a perfect circular shape, doing surgery, and the patient survived. They didn't have hospitals. They didn't have, neurological wards. There were no doctors per se. These people knew something that we need to find out what the hell they knew. That's all I'm saying. And nobody's investigating it. Nobody's trying to find out why. Now, obviously we can't go back in time and ask them. But there's got to be something we can look at. There's got to be some record somewhere. I don't think primitive man wrote stuff down. However, early records should show something. Modern scientists, as far as I know, are not looking into that, and they should be. I think part of this goes to they're afraid of what they'll find. The modern history of man on this planet has been skewed. People are ignoring information that doesn't fit what they believe they know. That being said, I think this fits into that. Because if excuse me. Sorry. I think that if they find out something that doesn't fit their paradigm, it'll unravel everything they've been teaching for the last century or more. So that being said, they're not willing to look into it. And any way you want to look at it, we need to know. Because our past determines who we are as a people. At any rate, I hope this finds everybody well. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.